After having been a believer for some time, maybe I've been in the church for a number of years, or maybe you have a particular gift. Could be preaching, singing, or leadership, or something, or some gift where others in the church recognize you. You're not one of those who are hidden in the crowd. You're sort of a little prominent. Due to some ability you have, you're smart, maybe you're able to converse well, and a cheerful type of person whom everybody likes to be around. You're very popular, and in the church you're not one of those non-entities. You're an important brother or sister, or a young brother or sister. Then you can begin to think that you are a somebody. I'm not just an ordinary person now. I was years ago, but not now. That's the moment when self-deception begins. If anyone thinks he's somebody, when he's a nobody, he deceives himself. It can come due to the feeling of seniority. Like in government service, I have been in the church for 20 years. I'm not a newcomer like this other guy. I've been working for 12 hours, not like these people who've been working for, you know the story, 1 hour. How dare you, Lord, make me equal to them? That was their question. How can you make me equal to them? These fellows came yesterday. I've been here for 25 years. I'm a senior brother. And the Lord says, many who are first will be last. Not one or two. For one or two I can understand. Many who are first will be last. And many who are last will be first. Why? Because those people who were last didn't have any high opinion about themselves. They said, we're nobodies. We're thankful that God accepted us. But those guys who came first, they thought they were somebodies. You ask yourself if this temptation doesn't come to you. Don't some of you older people who've been in the church longer, perhaps some of you older sisters, have an itch to go around advising younger sisters? Why? Because you came in the first hour, not the 11th hour, right? Like these people. You got enough knowledge in your head to advise them. You're a somebody. God have mercy on you. You're deceiving yourself. It's very difficult to find a spiritual person in most churches because, first of all, it takes time to be spiritual. You can't become spiritual overnight. It takes time to be a spiritual man or woman. Say 20 years. But then by the time the person has gone through 20 years and he becomes spiritual, he suddenly gets puffed up and begins to think I'm a somebody. And it's like the whole balloon being pricked and coming down to earth. There's no air left in it. It's zero. That's why it's very difficult to find spiritual people. Because gradually they begin to think they are somebodies. They begin to think they're senior now. They begin to think everybody's got to listen to them. That's why you have heard me say many times I've said this. Think of the day when you first came to this church. You can do that exercise right now. Think of the day when you first came to this church. What were you that day? Did anybody even know your name? You were a nobody. In your own mind, remain there, and you'll be all right.